How many have I been with? Oh, that's a tough question. You mean like one night or weeks at a time? Oh gosh, I lost count. Hundreds, thousands? I don't even know. No, I don't remember my first time. Do you remember your first time? Oh, wait a minute. You've never had a first time. I don't normally admit this because I consider myself a master of my craft. But after so many years, it all just kind of runs together and it seems so mechanical. I mean, let's be real with each other just for a second. Fat, skinny, tall, short, black or white, man or woman, is anybody really that different? My most awkward moment. Oh, I don't even know where to start with that. There was this one older woman that was very interesting. I spent most of the day trying to get to know her. Right? You don't want to just rush into anything. I put a good solid day's effort into this one because I didn't want her to feel like I was just springing everything on her at once. I remember this one particular moment with her. Right after lunch, she went to take a shower. I decided to clean the dishes. So she gets out of the shower, walks back into the kitchen. Everything's clean. She freaks the hell out. It's like she's never seen clean dishes before. Later that night, we decide to start watching TV. I get bored pretty easily, so I start flipping channels. And what guy doesn't like to sit there and just flip channels the whole time? I mean, there's 1,000 channels for crying out loud. It takes a minute to find out what you want to watch. She gets up, runs out of the living room, right to the bedroom, slams the door. She's in there for an hour. I don't know what she was doing in the bedroom. Maybe she was crying. Maybe she was doing makeup. Maybe she was quilting. Whatever women do behind closed doors. I have no idea. Finally, I get up, I go in there, and I could tell she'd had a couple of drinks. Although she did seem a little more confident. I mean, if you ask me, it's kind of sad if you have to find your confidence at the bottom of a bottle. But I'm not there to judge. I'm there for one thing and one thing only. Naturally, I run and jump in the bed right beside her. Automatically, she gets up, she goes over to the dresser, and she starts to undress in front of the mirror very slowly. I reach over, turn the lamp off, totally dark in the room. She lets out this scream. For about 30 seconds, total silence in the room. And you know what she has the nerve to say? I don't deserve this. You are a tiny, yeah, she said it 4 times. I would have got the picture after once, but she said it 4 times. She said, you're a tiny little beast. I want you to leave. You know what I did? I left. I squeezed all of her toothpaste out on her couch first, but I left. How much has changed since I first started? Not really a whole lot. People are a lot safer these days. They tend to go out in groups more often, which could go either way. That could be a disaster, or it could be very exciting. In the 60s and 70s, everybody was doing it. 80s and 90s, not so much. Public awareness, things like that. People are a little more laid back nowadays, but they're still pretty cautious. Which I guess is good. Makes my job a little more difficult, but at the end of a successful day, it's so much more rewarding. Protection. No, I've never really found a big need for it. I mean, if you watch television, everybody says you need to be safe. But really, is it me that needs the protection, or is it them? I mean, let's be honest. Alright, dude, I really appreciate the one-on-one. I don't get a chance to sit down and talk to people very often. Contrary to popular belief, there is a schedule to maintain in the afterlife. It's not as easy as you think being a ghost, going around and scaring people. I mean, there's standards. No, I'm not really worried that you're going to tell anybody. I mean, where's the story going to show up? Some tabloid in some quick stop somewhere. I do have one quick question for you, though. This isn't the question, but do you mind if I ghost out real quick? Because this is probably the longest I've ever sat in one place without ghosting out. Okay, are you ready? I mean, are you ready? Okay, seriously, you've got to prepare. You might want to sit down. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it.
Why does everything always have to be about sex with you people? Sickos. Boo. This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk